I do believe that. That's the thing, is like most people nowadays will be like, aliens are real. And I'm like, I'll do you one better. They've come here. They've come here, bitch. They're more than real. They're here. Hello. Hello. Today I am going to be ranking some cryptids on a scale of whether or not they would whoop me or whether or not I would whoop them. Apologies for the burp. So I am going to be ranking them basically on how easy the fight would be. In this hypothetical, I will have a bulletproof vest and a like durable jacket, some sort of denim or leather on, just to make it a bit more balanced, because a lot of these dudes are, you know, they're cryptids, they're fantastical creatures and monsters that would likely be able to beat the ever-loving snot out of me if they wanted to. So to make it a bit fairer, we're going to balance it out that way. I am also going to have a Warhammer because I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to kill Bigfoot with bare hands. So that's the idea for this video. It's mainly just me screwing around, but I think you'll have fun. And yeah, there's no point talking about it. Let's just get right into it. Okay, so first things first, we have ear rods. Now, I don't actually know much about ear rods other than the thing that they're just like supposedly ghosts or like alien like scouting probes or whatever the hell you hear on the internet. I don't know about these things. They look kind of cute though. I'm chucking them in buddies out the gate. The Ahul is terrifying, and I think it's like a 25. I think I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Realistically, the Ahul would absolutely demolish me. I mean, I could probably get like a swing off on him, but all he has to do is like pick me up on my shoulders and drop me. It's like it's easy raps. There's nothing going on there. Alien big cats. I should actually mention there's a bunch that I'm not going to be covering on this tier list simply because there's so many, and a lot of them just kind of come down to like a really big thing. It's just like big fish, and it's like, I'm not going to talk about that. But alien big cats, it's just a big cat. I feel like it's pretty 50-50. It depends. I mean, I don't know if it has like psychokinesis or like some crazy powers going on. But assuming that it's a big cat and it's like alien by some, I'm gonna bump it to 25% because it's alien. If it was a big cat, I'd say 50-50. If I've got armor and a Warhammer, but no, I think I'm cooked. Antarctic Godzilla. I don't know what this is, but I'm assuming it's King Ghidorah because King Ghidorah, Godzilla's former sparring buddy, was found in the Antarctic. So I'm assuming that's King Ghidorah. So in this hypothetical, cooked. Bat Squatch. From what I remember about Bat Squatch, I'm screwed as well. 25% survival rate. He can stop cars with his mind. I'm cooked. Beast of Bray Road. Now this is actually an interesting one because Beast of Bray Road, powerful, and I'm going off the theory about Beast of Bray Road that it isn't a dimension slipping werewolf, because if it was a dimension slipping werewolf, I might have a bit more of a problem. However, it's just kind of a werewolf, and I think it's like a 25% survival rate. Bigfoot, buddies. I'm chilling with Bigfoot. I'd fit in. I'm hairy. I'm tall. He'd be chill with me. I left Booger Bear in there because it's not bear, funny, and I love bears, so he's going on friends. Bunyip. That's a thing from Australia. I think that's 50-50. I don't know what this is. Looks like a dinosaur, buddies. Carnivorous tree. I like the idea of this thing, and also I have a Warhammer, so I feel like it's a bit closer to like a 50-50. However, in the image pictured, it has big like tentacle things, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take that on. So I'm just chucking a 50-50, just like conservative guess. Gorp. I don't know what this thing is. I just left it in because Gorp is a funny name. I like Gorp, and I think I'd be friends with him because he's got a doopy name. Giant rat, buddies. That's just an opossum. I'd be friends with a giant rat. Jackalopes. These things are adorable. I'm friends with them too. What else am I feeling? Yeah, I feel like jackalope is like in the body. I'm starting to feel a bit of a spread going on here, like what the trend of this tier list is going to be. I just looked down and noticed the spider dude. Jersey Devil. He's got mommy issues, major mommy issues. Jersey Devil was the 13th born child to a mother who already had 12 children in near the New Jersey Pine Barrens. And apparently she found out she was pregnant. She was like, damn. And she was like, you know what, God says this one's gonna come out fucked up. This one's gonna be evil. And hence the Jersey Devil came out. However, the Jersey Devil isn't that much taller than a human being. It looks gangly. It just looks like a devil without the powers of like Satan. So I feel like with a Warhammer and like armor, 75% survival rate, I'm happy with that. I feel like I could whoop his ass. I'd almost in sweep territory, other than the fact that they can fly. If it couldn't fly, it'd be a sweep. Michigan Dogman, this is another werewolf. It's going in 25% survival rate. Werewolves are strong, they're tall, they're fast, big teeth. Here we have Harry, another one that I'm keeping in because of an adorable name. Harry, is he like a pig dude? It's kind of like a snake. I like him. Here's a trustworthy name. I like Harry. I'm chill with Harry. Goat Man. He's the goat. He's the goat. This image terrified me as a child. I remember like when I was a kid and I was super into like spooky stuff and cryptozoology. I like remember looking at this image a lot when I was a kid, and like I found it on the internet once when I was 8, and I like actually packed my fucking pants. I was so scared. I like immediately closed the tab and then ran to my room. I was like, no. But apparently New Zealand also has a goat man that will visit you on Desert Road, which is this long stretch of road in New Zealand. I think they filmed a lot of Lord of the Rings stuff up there. But apparently goat man will visit you in New Zealand when you're traveling along the highway, and it will just appear as a man with the legs of a goat, and he will offer to get in your car and be like, yo, can you hitchhike me? And if you let him in, he'll grant you safe passage to your destination, protect you from evil spirits in the night and all that sort of stuff. However, I feel like that's just a hitchhiker's ploy to get you to let them into your car. However, the different iterations of Goatman are like pretty debated upon. However, I feel like it's a bit of a 50-50 situation because I think it's just a dude that looks like a goat. Let's be real. Here we have another curious creature, El Chupacabra. Now, Chupacabra could be a dog with mange. I don't know. Who am I to judge? I've never seen one. Never been to Mexico. I don't know. However, assuming that's an actually real cryptid, of course, I don't think because like some of these are hoaxes, so I'm just assuming that they actually are what they're told to be, the myth and the legend that they're hyped up to be. Chupacabra, size of a dog, could be an alien, big fangs, 50-50. Pretty small and pretty frail though, so I feel like a good boom, a good fucking bah, done out, you know. I feel like I could cave in its skull pretty easily, unless it has some sort of insane healing factor that I'm just not aware of. But I think like a good done out. Drop ears. This kind of hits close to home for me. You know, I live in New Zealand, close to Australia, and I don't know much about drop ears other than they're just supposedly koalas that drop out of trees and try and eat you. Not real, of course, but if they were real, I feel like that's kind of terrifying. And secondly, I feel like it's a pretty 25% survival. Oh, it's pretty small, so I feel like I might be able to knock it off, but if that thing falls on you, grabs onto your scalp with its teeth, you might be a little bit cooked. I don't know if I'm going to Warhammer my own head, but yeah, I mean, I think it's a 50-50. If I can see it coming, get a good boom, good wham on that thing, I feel like I could probably take it out of commission pretty quickly. Ooh, actually, even if I do survive, I get chlamydia though, so that's a problem. That's something to consider, but you know, that's chill. The Deloise ape. 50-50. The Deloise ape is a hoax, but apparently it's just a really big bipedal ape. But they just propped it up on a stick and said, this is a big ape that stands on its back legs. Big ape, well, I mean, a chimpanzee would wreck me even if I had a Warhammer. Chimpanzees are ungodly strong, so I feel like I'm in a cooked range. I'm gonna put that in cooked just because chimpanzees are so strong. Chimpanzees will probably catch the Warhammer and then use it to beat me to death anyway. They're terrifying. They'll just start grabbing parts of you off with their hands. I don't like them. Here we have my good old friend, the Yukon Beaver Eater. Hilarious name, and you know, I'm quite fond of him. And you know, he and Munch, I feel like we would get along. He's chill like that. And he's from Yukon, you know, I feel like he'd be a chill dude. I like him. Not Deer. I don't actually know much about this dude. I just left him because he looks funny, and his name's Not Deer. So I feel like I mean, it could be like a skinwalker situation, in which case I'm kind of cooked. However, I feel like it's just like a deer that has like the soul of a human or some shit. So I'm gonna put him in like a 75% survival rate range. Injured Cold. Injured Cold is kind of funny because there's like, I've read about him before. He's just kind of like a dude that comes down and invited this dude to see aliens. From my memory, he just like came down and he like saw this dude a bunch. And he was like, hey man, you want to come see some aliens? And then he just took him into his UFO. And apparently the dude who reported Injured Cold was like harassed for the rest of his life because of it. Like people didn't believe him, so they harassed him, and people did believe him, so they harassed him. So I feel sorry for that dude. But apparently when he died, he got, I think to memory, when the dude died, he got taken back by Injured Cold or something. Like he, like Bilbo at the end of the Hobbits going to like the area where all the elves stay alive forever, that sort of place. So I feel like he'd be chill with me. I mean, he's on the record being chill with other humans. I feel like he'd be chill with me. I'm not concerned about him, an idea. Not entirely sure how to pronounce it, but I'm gonna give it a good crack. Jibba Fofi. This is a big fucking spider.
The giant enemy spider.
Big spider. And I've done a lot of work over the years in exposure therapy, trying to become less afraid of spiders. However, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with a giant tarantula. I'm not gonna be chill with that dude. There's two possible outcomes. If it's really big but really slow, my sheer rage at its existence will power me through to drive a Warhammer spike through its abdomen. If it's really fast, I kill myself. So those are the two outcomes. So I'm going to put it in 50-50. It literally just depends on the speed and power of this giant spider creature. Because you know, if it's strong enough and fast enough to run really quickly up to me, I'm gonna like pull out. There's a gun in this situation that I can only use it myself. I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna splatter my brains. So he's not. Yeah, Dover Demon. So like apparently 3 different teenagers saw the Dover Demon just kind of like chilling, walking across a wall somewhere. I believe Wisconsin or Massachusetts. People say it was actually like a moose because it's like this gangly, like alien looking dude. But 3 teenagers, all independently, weren't friends, said that they saw this thing this one night. So it's the size of a baby moose. It's not very big. It like walks across walls. However, it's an alien, so that there's a variable there. There's a variable. We could have powers that I'm not aware of. In which case, I feel like it's like a 75% survival rate, because if I get a good head off on him, he's cooked. Like if I just like pop that little skull like a pimple with my Warhammer, I feel like he's cooked. However, if he is like telekinesis or something, I'm screwed. I'm actually cooked. So he's chilling there. He's chilling comfortably in 75% survival rate. Okay, now we have the Infield Horror. I'm not sure what this creature is. I gave it a little Google. I gave it a little Google search beforehand before making this video. But from my experience and what I've seen of it, it's just kind of a dude. It's just kind of like this amorphous, homunculus looking guy. And he's kind of just there. And he's hunched over, he's got his teeth out. He's kind of just like a big muscular chupacabra. So he's going in 25% survival rate. I'm not knowledgeable, but I feel like, who knows? Hellhounds. I am the GOAT at Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I've played a lot of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I got to like round 50, round 100 when I was a kid. I love zombies. I love Black Ops 2. And I've killed my fair share of Hellhounds in that game. What throws me off here is that it's Hellhounds plural, because one Hellhound, you know, they're pretty easy to kill. They take one shot to kill them. So I feel like that'd be easy enough to kill if I just got like one good swing off of my hammer. They disappear, and then you get the little dude going, bye bye, and then I get a max ammo. So you know, if it's one Hellhound, free max ammo, free game. If it's multiple Hellhounds, I'm cooked. But for this, you know, it's one Hellhound pictured. It's Hellhounds plural because there's supposedly a lot of them in the world. But I'm assuming if it's one Hellhound, I'm gonna say 75% survival rate. Flatwoods Monster, this thing's just a big owl, pretty much. People say it was an owl, but supposedly an alien, and it kind of blinded, like gave people amnesia. Was it Flatwoods in like Colorado or something? Supposedly gave a bunch of people amnesia when it came down. So, you know, I'm a bit undecided on how well I'd fare against this thing. However, I believe I would do fairly well. I'm going to put it in 50-50 because it just depends. Again, it's an alien and there's variables. Aliens aren't even technically cryptids, so I'm not feeling bad about ranking them in 50-50 because it just depends whether or not they're telekinetic. That's the only thing. A hodag. Again, this was... I love hodags because, like, I ripped this... another person said this before, but, like, a hodag is so clearly a bunch of, like, farmers and, like, lumberjacks being like, oh, I saw it had like horns, oh, I saw it and it had like laser tongue, and I saw it and it had like spikes on its tail, you know, just one-upping each other and saying more intense and insane stuff. And apparently one of them was like presented at a county fair, but it was just clearly like a jumbled bunch of animal parts stuck together. But, you know, it's a pretty small creature. It's got like tusks and fangs and spikes. It's very spiky. However, it doesn't like look very nimble. It's pretty low to the ground. It doesn't look super fast, it looks a bit nimble. I feel like I'm like comfortable putting it in 75% survival rate. I think it's funny, I think it's silly. It's chill. Fleshgate, I don't know what this thing is, it just looks scary. So I chucked it in, I'm gonna say cooked. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna say cooked. I love the Fresno Nightcrawlers. These dudes are like, they're actually adorable. They're actually adorable. God, maybe this is gonna fuck up my screen. They're adorable. I think they're absolutely adorable. They seem very passive. They seem just to walk along their merry way. They hit the gwitty. They're adorable. They're going on buddies. I'm making them buddies, even though it totally screws up my ranking here. Nessie. So this is one of the. This is now we're getting into like real variable range. What is equal footing for this? I'm gonna assume I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. I'm gonna assume I'm on a boat because how else would I fight Nessie if I'm not just putting in the water? Nessie, assuming it was just a big plesiosaurus, because that's probably what it is, even though it's clearly a cardboard cutout stuck in the water. I'm assuming it's a big plesiosaurus. I'm gonna say cooked. Plesiosaurus are terrifying. Yeti. Cooked. I don't even have to elaborate on that one. It's a big Yeti. It's just gonna go boom, and I go flying back anime style, and go like Aang in the finale of Avatar. But I don't go into Avatar state when I hit the rocks. I get a brain hemorrhage and die. Yowie. This is just the Australian Bigfoot, eh? Yowie is the Australian Bigfoot, I believe. I'm gonna say cooked again. Similar situation to the Yeti, however, they're not as muscular. I feel like he's gonna like pick me up, like he looks like the giant titan, the beast titan from Attack on Titan. I feel like he's just gonna pick me up and then throw me into a wall, and we splattered. I'm gonna be like a Looney Tunes cartoon, just like flat, smeared across a wall. Lizard men. I could beat Mark Zuckerberg in a fight sweep. Mothman. See, now this is another interesting one because Mothman itself isn't dangerous. They're not dangerous. There's been no instances of Mothman ever killing anyone. However, Mothman seems to be a black omen, a black omen. He seems to be a forebearer, a harbinger, if you will, of negative things to come. You know, spotted before the Silver Bridge massacre, atrocity, mayhem, mishap. Spotted before the TNT factory exploded. Spotted between a lot of stuff. Spotted before 9/11. So, in cahoots with Bush. However, I think the simple fact that he forebears like death and destruction kind of makes me think that I'm cooked. However, everyone who spotted Mothman didn't die. Like, people who spotted Mothman knew about him, but they weren't the ones that died on the Silver Bridge. So I think I've got like a 75% survival rate. Because if I see Mothman, I'm just gonna stay inside for the rest of the day and just be really, really safe. I'm gonna be safe and super secure about what I'm doing, and I think I'll be fine. I'll just live the rest of my life like a bitch. Grey aliens, again, not cryptids technically. And there's a lot of variables because I don't know what an alien's gonna do to me. Is he gonna stick something up my butt? Maybe. Maybe I'm into that, I don't know. However, I I believe without telekinetic powers, it's a sweep. They look frail, they look weak, they look like I could turn them into putty with a Warhammer. I think it's Jova for the aliens. The biggest part of their body is their head. That's a really easy target if I want to get at those brains, you know? I feel like that's a really, really easy, like, cooked situation. I feel like they're done for. I feel like it's an easy sweep. Okay, mermaids. Again, too many variables in this. I'm going to assume it's like the one like the picture, and it's this gangly looking thing. I'm shattering its bones. You know, mermaids in terms of like sirens, maybe that's close to 50-50, 75-25. Don't know. Jeff, he's my friend. He's got a silly name. He looks cute. Looks like a squirrel cat. I'm chill with Jeff.
My name is
Jeff.
Jeff.
Like a bear cat. I'm chill with him. Pokai. This again, close to home. Pokai believed to be like what Haast eagles were. If you've never seen a Haast eagle, or if you aren't knowledgeable of like New Zealand history, Haast eagles were hunted out of existence, but they were giant eagles, big enough to pick up like a human. They were absolutely massive, smaller than the eagles in Lord of the Rings, but like similar idea we're working with here, like massive, massive, massive eagles, like huge. Warhammer makes it easier if I can hit a swing off. It really just depends if I can hit that initial swing. It's got, you know, it's hollow bones, it's a bird. Initial swing going down, otherwise it's, I'm cooked. Well, while we're on the topic, moas, another animal that was native to New Zealand that was hunted out of existence. Moas just kind of like big ostriches with beaks. Pretty gnarly. I feel like they could probably give me a run for my money. However, I'm putting them in 75% because I have a Warhammer and armor. Could just pierce right into its lungs, you know. Hollow bones again. I think it's cooked. Megalodon. Now we're talking like more death. Again, even if I'm in a boat, it's gonna knock me over. I'm gonna die. Yeah, nothing's gonna happen there. Thunderbird, another sweep. Thunderbird's not even a conversation. And the last one I'm gonna comment on, there's a massive amount of this list that's left. However, I'm not gonna talk about all these dudes. There's so many that are just like big thing and beasts. But look at all these things that are just like giant. They're just giant thing. It's like, I'm not going to talk, that's just a Smilodon. I'm not going to talk about all these things. A lot of them are kind of boring. That's just a T-Rex, not T-Rex, like a Velociraptor or something. Like, a lot of these I don't have any interest in, and they're just kind of like general. Megalania, that's just a Komodo dragon. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of these I don't have really any point commenting on, so I'm just not going to talk about them. Finally, the Loveland Frogman. This guy's a bit of a dupus. He's going on Buddy. Loveland Frogman, the only like sighting of him is that he just walked across the highway and kind of poorly like straddled the border of the highway, the little fence thing they put up, and just kind of fell over the other side like an idiot. Yeah, he's gonna die. If we try and actually fight, it's a sweep. However, he seems chill. I'd like to smoke a blunt with him. I feel like he'd be a funny guy. If I could be kind of lonely as well, if I would get along. So in the end, this is my final tier list. This is what we're looking at for the whole thing. I'm happy with this. I think this looks good. I think this is cute. I don't think there's any I'd move around. I think I'm pretty happy with this. I think the only one that I would possibly move Beast of Prey right up to Cooked. I think that's the only one that I'm like, okay, that he'll give me a run for my money, you know what I mean? That's the only thing that I'm really solid on. Other than maybe moving like Goatman up to 25%, or like move like Bunyip up to 25%. I think, yeah, I'm happy with that. That's chill. Again, a lot of these, like the aliens and everything, they're just there because I have no clue what their powers will be, what sort of telekinesis they're going to pull on me, what sort of like 11 Stranger Things shit they're going to do to me. So I'm leaving that one up in the air. This is a fun video to shoot. I had a lot of fun making this, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye!